In a first, IIT Kanpur has developed a portable soil testing device that can detect soil health in just 90 seconds through an embedded mobile application. The device, called BhuParikshak, has been launched in the market by Agro Next, an Agritech company. In an exclusive conversation with PBNS, the team of researchers from IIT Kanpur who have designed and developed this device and the founder of Agro Next, Rajat Vardhan, tell us all about BhuParikshak and how it will be beneficial for the farmers. The IIT Kanpur team behind this innovation consisted of Professor Jayant Kumar Singh from Department of Chemical Engineering, Pallav Prince, Ashar Ahmed, Yashasvi Khimani, and Dr. Muhammad Amir Khan. Professor Jayant opens up about the genesis of this idea and what went behind the development of this device.
Information which is old. So the philosophy was to create a device which can be directly taken by the farmers. They being informed and they take a decision based on the inform, and that is what we wanted to do, that to continuously monitor this well. So it all the inception was in early 2015, and it took almost 6 years to get to this point.
Okay, so I remember you mentioning there is also a story behind this, a research paper story. Could you brief us on that?
Yeah, so I've been thinking much earlier than 2015 though, but the point is that the inception of all this idea and to translate to the point where somebody takes it, it requires some research scholars to take the problem. So essentially there were many master theses, not the PhD thesis, master thesis which went into it, and in fact 4 people did that. So it's one after another one. It's like, you build a house or or big mahal, for example, which it takes years. Someone does some part of it, the others done the other part of it, and this is what the learning as it comes to scientific research. It grows as you take it, and all the failures becomes also part of the learning. So it's like you fail, but you learn more that what works and what doesn't work. And as you take it positively, you come with the new ideas. And the students have been marvelous. And all the group members have been very positive and creative in this thing, which has led to this point. I'm an ardent, fan of technology done right here in India. I believe strongly that India can only grow when we have innovations and technologies absolutely done. In fact, if you look at the history, all the top leading countries in terms of developed countries are all those who have the technologies. So this is technologies, whether it's innovation or the marketing or the manufacturing. So that is something which I've been passionate about it. And though I work in quite a theoretical aspect of it, I do simulate large set of molecules across supercomputing facility. But when the opportunity came, when the thought came, I jumped into it. And in fact, we are not just doing this. In fact, we are doing other product now, given that we have been successful in doing it and really pushing it, this Make in India, whatever we can within our capacity. So IITs in the last 10 years, they've realized that we do research in silos. Where that means every faculty has the scientists work in their lab. They come up with the new ideas, and they often publish those ideas. Now the publication goes to the public domain, and often they never thought about it to take it to the market. The reason is that faculty being has a job of teaching and research, right? But to take it to the market, that ecosystem is a quite challenging. So we build up our startup ecosystem, and that is what SIC came into the picture. And subsequently, many people, many faculty members within this and students together have created product, and these products have been taken to the market through the help of startups and many other companies. So this ecosystem in over last 10 years have grown, and we believe that this is a necessity for all educational institute to have it, because the ideas cannot be just written by oneself or just be published. It's more important to take it to the larger, because when you create a product, you are impacting many lives. I think it's a great question. See now, if you think about this, if I have to monitor, let's say, soil informations over, let's say, year, and if something comes up like wherein somebody is saying that, well, it's going to take hundreds of rupees, nobody's going to do that. But somebody says like, well, it's going to take only, let's say, 1 paisa or 2 paisa or 3 paisa, whatever, for maybe, let's say, 5 rupees over the year. Anyone one would like to get it done if it is done in a very short span of time. More importantly, what matters the most is that the information which we get, that information is used to for the selection of the fertilizer and so forth. And that is where I think the marginal farmers are going to get a remarkable output of it, because they will get the necessary information on their tips. And now even marginal farmers have phones, and the phones are cheaper. They will have the smartphone. When they have the information, they will take the decisions, and the decisions are implemented. They can monitor the growth, and when they take that and follow it up, they will soon become quite aware of what is there. So basically, it's kind of educating them that how to manage their own things. It's like, you don't have to educate a house lady to how to manage the house, right? They know it from the birth. Similarly, you have to change the behavior of the farmers. Once you do that, automatically they're going to handle it, and that they will be empowered to take care of the land. And that is, I think, is going to be the great time when it comes to that.
From the team of researchers, Pallav Prince, who has designed the hardware of BhuParikshak, and Dr. Mohammad Amir Khan, the developer of the BhuParikshak mobile application, explained to us the function of this device and its app.
First, in our lab, developed one membrane-based device, electrode-based, and then Assar and TechChand together introduced this technology, and with support of Dr. Janser, we came in spectroscopy technology. And then I have take all this method and start to processing how this device will be minimized, means in terms of size, and how we can get compact design, so it will be handheld and we can go in the market. So first we have developed one big shape, means that is in big in shape, in diameter is much more, that is not handable. After that I have gone from different type of different research paper, and also analyze different type of product in market. Then first I have developed one cylindrical based device, and getting feedback from my team and other colleague who are in lab and in institute. And then we get some feedback, your device should we have one lock system, your device should we have budget system, so farmer can understand. We generally in app, maybe Amir will show that app. In app there is a pictorial thing, but in farmer terms they don't know the text, so we have to give some buzzer in device and light, so farmer can understand how much percent it will go on. Means 9 beep come from device, it means complete the process. So here you can see this is sophisticated BhuParikshak right now, this device. So after cylindrical shape we go in this design, that is infinity shape.
Infinity shape.
Yeah, you can see this is infinity shape.
So is there a specific idea behind making it in infinity shape? Is it about making it infinite, or is just a coincidence?
Means we can make this to go in infinity people, infinity farmer.
Okay.
So here we have a soil sample cup. We have to put soil sample inside this, and this is the means heart of this device, that is a spectroscopy sensor all mounted on single PCB, and inside there is a rechargeable battery, so we can recharge this device and go for the sample test.
So what is the battery life of this device?
So right now we have tested in lab, so battery life of this device is about 2 years, and company claim the warranty of this battery is 1 year. So means in technical term we can say 1 year also AgroNext providing warranty on this device. So it is very handy and we can go for.
And how many samples can be tested on this device in one go and for the lifetime of this device?
So in lab we have estimated device can scan more than 1 lakh soil sample in entire duration, entire life of device. And in one go, when device is fully charged, it will go 250 soil sample. We can scan 250 soil sample.
The main thing of this device, which farmer can scan the data, or they need to analyze the data also. So how they can get the report, what the actual value of this. So previously Asher and our other team members are also working on the application parts, that we need to display the results on the application. And Professor Jan Singh also want that the pocket friendly device can be farmer friendly also, so that a farmer can get the report in a quick flick of seconds, so that they can analyze the report of their soil and make a decision how much nutrients are required in that soil. So the main idea is to develop the application to provide the easiness to the farmers, so that they can get the data for according to their soils in a seconds.
So, India is a diverse country with various languages, and this device is going to go pan India. How are we going to tackle that aspect, that every farmer understands it their own language? They are from rural India, they won't be proficient in English. So, how are they going to access it?
So the main thing we have done, that currently we had developed in the English language, commercial language. Then language translator can be plugged into there. Simple thing, that the main thing is being developed. Now the small steps need to be translated. So farmer can select their language, in which language they want. Then the data can be translated into these language, because this is a numerical data and some predefined nutrients value. So that can be converted easily to the native language.
One important aspect, I think, with this whole development is the data that is going to be collected from the BhuParikshak app. What will be done from that data, and how is it going to boost the soil information that we have in India currently, and how is it going to further develop this device?
Yeah. So as you know, in AI/ML, data is the main part. So there is a technology called reinforcement learning. So when the farmer is scanning this data, based on the geographical location, we can get the nutrients value, which is the code which we are getting from the LEDs. Analyzing those values, we are capable enough to predict the new model, which can enhance the accuracy of this device also. And we can see that how this device is working, because India is the land of diversity. You can go in different miles and you can see that the soils are changed and nutrients value are changed. So we can also check that how different soil conditions are our devices behaving and giving the results.
जैसा कि आपने पूरे कन्वर्सेशन को सुना, और मेरी इसमें ओपिनियन ये है कि जिस प्रकार हमारे देश में तेज़ी के साथ 4G और 5G नेटवर्क फैलने वाला है, मेरा ये विश्वास है कि हमारे देश के किसानों को अगर हम बहुत अफोर्डेबल रेट्स में अगर उनको उनकी खेती से जुड़ी हुई सर्विस ऑफ़र करेंगे तो वो बहुत तेज़ी से उसे अडॉप्ट करेंगे। मेरा ये मानना है वो डेटा जिसका इस्तेमाल हमारे देश के किसान की उत्पादकता बढ़ाने में किया जा रहा है और देश के फर्टिलाइज़र के खर्चे को कम करने में किया जा रहा है, उसका इस्तेमाल ना केवल किसान अपने खेत की आय बढ़ाने में कर सकता है, बल्कि हमारे देश का जो एक्सचेकर है वो उस खर्चे से, जो कि फर्टिलाइज़र में जा सकता था, अगर वो बचता है, उस खर्चे से हमारे देश के निर्माण में मदद मिल सकती है। तो मेरा ये विश्वास है कि डेटा का सही इस्तेमाल, डेटा एनालिटिक्स का सही यूज़, AI/ML को पावरफुल तरीके से यूज़र इंटरफेस पे लेकर जाना, जिससे यूज़र अपने निर्णय को आसानी से ले सके। इस दिशा में एग्रोनेक्स काफ़ी आगे बढ़ चुका है और आने वाले समय में हम इसमें कुछ कटिंग एज प्रोडक्ट्स और लॉन्च करेंगे, जिसके द्वारा ये सर्विसेज लेना यूज़र के लिए ना केवल बहुत अफोर्डेबल होगा बल्कि एक्सेप्टेबल होगा।
The founder and CEO of AgroNext tell us what is BhuParikshak and how it will reach farmers.
How do we see that? We see BhuParikshak as a device, and we see this device as giving a service to the farmers. So let me answer your question in a different way. So our farmers basically are linked to a lot of people in the industry. They are linked with a lot of FPOs. There are more than 4 lakh agriculture input shops in our country. There are a lot of traders and there are a lot of people at village level, taluka level, sub-district level and district level who are actually indirectly and directly working with the farmers. And then there is a huge scope of creating rural entrepreneurship. At AgroNext, we call it AgroNext Rural Mitra. So these are the people who can actually help farmer getting their soil test done, and farmer should be getting it as a service. You must be knowing, Anuradha ji, that in our country we have got close to 80% of the farmers, they come from small and marginal class. We believe that they should get benefit of the technology in a quick way, at a very affordable way, and I see that if they have to shell out just let us say 100 rupees, right, for a test, so I think that is going to be highly affordable for them. Why? Because the current set of, we have to make a comparison with the current set of technology which is available at a large scale in the market. So what happens is, if a farmer has to get the soil test done, so typically the waiting period is close to 2 weeks of the time. So he has to wait for closely 2 weeks of the time, and he has to shell out a bigger chunk of money to get the soil test done. Of course, when he's getting it done privately, different state governments are helping farmers at a highly affordable pricing of the of their soil test. But how do we see that whenever there is industry engaged, and industry has to do it at a big way for the farmer, at a highly affordable way, that is where BhuParikshak is going to play a huge role. We are launching the device at 75,000 rupees. That's a hardware cost. The device remains with the users, which are business users, for let's say 5 years of the minimum period. We are protecting the device by providing AMC, annual maintenance protection, and by that the worriness part as far as the hardware is concerned, that comes on the side of AgroNext, right? They just shell out small money every year and they get complete protection of the device. And then comes the testing price of it. So what we are charging from our side, because we have to do a lot of work as far as upgrading our systems are concerned. We have to do a lot of work regarding AI/ML. We have to extend our teams in a bigger way, and for that to happen, we and to maintain our systems, we are charging just 10 rupees as a recurring cost on the test, right? So let's say a farmer is there in the village, he goes to a shop wherein he has to get the soil test done. So it works like a magic. So a shop has got a BhuParikshak device, farmer goes with the soil, immediately the soil report he gets within 90 seconds of the time, and it is between the shop and the farmer. So somewhere, let us say farmer has to pay, let us say 50 rupees. Somewhere, if farmer needs quicker services and there is a lot of pressure on getting the soil test done, he might have to pay a few bucks more. But the idea is that farmer has to get it quickly. That is the most important thing in the entire time period of the cropping. Because what happens is, ma'am, let us take a situation wherein farmer has to get the test done and he gets the report after, let's say, 15 days. He had to put in his nutrition in the soil at the right time, and if the right stage of the nutrition is gone, right, so the fertilizer efficiency or the utilization will go down badly, and that will not actually have the right utilization of the nutrients which have been purchased by the farmer, right? So to ensure that it does not happen, what we say is that use BhuParikshak, get your soil test done right in front of your eyes, just pay few bucks to get it done, and at any point of time you can come again, maybe after a year, get the soil test again, right? And just save your money on fertilizer purchases. There are a lot of fertilizer companies who have taken a deep interest in working with us. There are FMCG companies who are working at the value chain part at nook and corners of our country. They have shown deep interest and they have ordered us the initial set of devices. We have got a lot of agriculture input shops from multiple states like Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Rajasthan, Maharashtra, Uttar Pradesh, Jharkhand, Bihar, and then we have got FPOs, right, who are taking a lot of interest in the device and they are ordering it. We also have set of customers from research institutions. So they are working with the farmers in a big way in many geographies, and they are the one who are approaching us with the requirement. There are state agriculture universities, there are regional research stations, there are Krishi Vigyan Kendras who have taken a lot of interest in knowing about the tech and using the tech in their locations. So we have got orders from FPOs in Gujarat. We have got orders from Madhya Pradesh, so, and the list goes on. I might forget few of the states, but the response is actually so huge that we believe that this is like a huge requirement by the markets, by the businesses, and for the farmers.
Rajat ji, you have signed MOUs with few companies regarding the same device?
Yes मैम. सो आज का ये जो ओकेज़न था हमारा भू परीक्षक के लॉन्च का, इसको हमने यूटिलाइज़ किया 2 कंपनीज़ के साथ MOU करने में. एक साउथ इंडिया बेस्ड कंपनी है नोवा एग्रीटेक, उनके साथ हमारा MOU हुआ है, और एक नॉर्थ इंडिया बेस्ड एक टेक्नोलॉजी फुल स्टैक प्लेटफॉर्म है एनकॉश, इनके साथ हमारा MOU हुआ है. और साथ ही साथ जैसा कि आपने देखा प्रोग्राम जब चल रहा था, तो एक तीसरी एक बड़ी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है माइक्रो एल्गी. सो उनके साथ भी हमारा इस पर डिस्कशन चल रहा है. एल्गा एनर्जी के साथ हमारा डिस्कशन चल रहा है कि हम इसको देश के मार्केट्स में एक बड़े स्केल पर लेके जाएं.
A big part of innovation made in India is how is it going to reach abroad. So what are the analytics behind it, and how soon are you going to take BhuParikshak out of India into the world?
सो अनुराधा जी, मुझे बहुत खुशी है आपको ये बताते हुए कि भू परीक्षक की जो डिमांड है वो न केवल भारतवर्ष के कोने कोने से हमें मिली है, बल्कि भारतवर्ष के साथ साथ हमारे को अफ्रीका के कई देशों से, मिडिल ईस्ट से, साउथ एशिया से, यूरोप के कुछ देशों से, साथ ही साथ सदर्न अमेरिका के कुछ देशों से हमारे पास डिमांड है. कुछ ऐसे ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस हैं जो ना केवल भारत में काम कर रहे हैं बल्कि दुनिया के विभिन्न देशों में काम कर रहे हैं, और उनको भारत के द्वारा बनाई गई टेक्निक पे बहुत भरोसा है, उनको IIT कानपुर पे बहुत भरोसा है, और मुझे ऐसा विश्वास है कि आने वाले कुछ महीनों के ही अंदर भारत के द्वारा निर्मित, भारत की अग्रणी संस्थान IIT कानपुर के द्वारा निर्मित ये डिवाइस देश के साथ ही दुनिया के कई देशों में एक्सपोर्ट होनी शुरू होगी. तो जो मेड इन इंडिया टेक्नोलॉजी है, मुझे विश्वास है वो देश ही नहीं, दुनिया के कई देशों के किसानों को, कई देशों के ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस को बिग वे में आने वाले समय में ट्रांसफॉर्म करेगी. जैसा कि आपने पूरे डिस्कशन को सुना आज, ना केवल ये डिवाइस बल्कि डिवाइस के द्वारा जिस प्रकार हम एक डिजिटल एग्रीकल्चर प्लेटफॉर्म पे काम कर रहे हैं, जो कि टैप ऑफ द बटन पे आपको आपके गांव की, आपको आपके ज़िले की, आपको आपके राज्य की और आपके देश की मिट्टी की स्थिति के बारे में बताएगा, और इससे जुड़े कई अन्य पहलू हैं जिस पे इसी के साथ हम कार्य कर रहे हैं. तो इस होलिस्टिक प्लेटफॉर्म के द्वारा मैं ऐसा देखता हूँ कि ना केवल हमारे किसान भाइयों को एक बड़ी मदद होने वाली है, बल्कि इंडस्ट्री जो किसानों के साथ अमुक रूप से जुड़ी हुई है, जो किसानों के पैसे को बचवाने में बड़ा योगदान दे सकती है, वो ये टेक्निक भू परीक्षक और भू परीक्षक के द्वारा दिया गया प्लेटफॉर्म इस लाभ को आगे लेके जाएगा।
The BhuParikshak device is India's another significant step towards achieving the goal of technology self-reliance that is going to revolutionize the agriculture sector and benefit farmers at large. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned with PBNS for more such stories where technology meets agriculture to make life better.